dealing with your mental health does not make you crazy. Hi there, I'm Roux. Welcome to my video where I talk about whatever I want. And today I want to talk about mental health. I myself struggle with mental health obstacles, and there's no shame in that. And I wanted to make this video to, show that there's no shame in taking good care of your mental health, and you're not crazy for admitting to yourself that maybe, maybe I need some help. I personally go to a therapist once a week, well, over the phone now because of, the pandemic, which has made my anxiety so much worse. But, it helps every week to have someone to talk to and purge whatever anxious thoughts that I have been building up for a whole week. It really helps to have an objective person listen and talk to. And I also am on medication to treat my chemical imbalance in my body that makes me very anxious. It's both an emotional thing and a physical thing for me. And I highly recommend anyone who feels like they might benefit from either of those things to seek it out and see if it is for you. There's no shame in taking good care of yourself, both mentally and physically. Those things are intertwined and you need to take good care of both of them. Now, I'm not a psychologist or anything, and I do recommend that anyone seek out professional help if they need to, deal with a root of an issue that they might be struggling with, but this video is all about coping mechanisms that might make it easier when you're having an anxiety episode. Coping mechanisms that I use myself, that I find extremely helpful. For me, germs is a thing that I'm highly OCD about, and cleaning things is very stressful for me. And whenever I have to clean something, of course it's going to take whatever time it takes, and to deal with it, I try to not let myself over-focus on the task that I'm doing, which is cleaning for me. And to do that, I have some distraction techniques. One of them is allowing myself to feel exactly what I feel, because I've come to the conclusion that I've spent far too much time pretending that I'm okay. And it's okay to admit that, I hate this. I hate this, it sucks, it makes me feel like shit, and I fucking hate it. It's really liberating to allow yourself to feel that. Another thing that I do is think of fond memories. For me, it's my babies, things that they do, maybe like something cute they did, whenever we snuggled, it was so nice, something like that. I go to my happy place, which is with my babies. A third thing that I do is something that I saw in a documentary once about anxiety and how to deal with it, and that is alphabetizing lists. So for me, I like to do it out loud, but you can also do it in your head. But it's basically, you decide to make an alphabetized list. So you choose a category, for instance, like, I'm gonna alphabetize animals. So you start off with saying the animals according to the alphabet. And you have to concentrate to think of an animal for each letter, and it takes your mind off of whatever you're stressed about. So for instance, like albatross, beetle, crocodile, dolphin, elephant, and you can be as specific or non-specific as you want, and you can just go ham with it, whatever category you want. And it really helps take your mind off things. At least it is for me. The reason this video is late is because I had a particularly tough day today. I've been so stressed when it comes to looking for places to live because I'm moving and, just dealing with everyday life now that the pandemic is a real thing. My most difficult thing with my anxiety is OCD and fear of germs. So to go from, okay, I'm being irrational and I have to deal with those feelings, to being in a friggin' pandemic where those feelings and thoughts and careful measures are actually valid, has been hella hard, because all of a sudden it's not irrational and I'm not being hysterical and it's actual, like a real thing that I, have to be afraid of, and it's like virus germ based, and it's been really hard for me. I think a lot of people's mental health have been affected negatively when it comes to being so isolated and all of a sudden having to be so careful all the time. So I hope my video could be helpful for someone, even if it's just to feel not so alone, that you're not alone. Everybody's got something, no one's mind is perfect, and it's important to take care of your mental health. And there's no shame in doing so. No shame. Do comment below if you have some good coping mechanisms. I'd love to hear about them. We could be sharing and, you know, we could be helping each other, and that would be wonderful. Thank you so much for watching my video. You're awesome. Thank you so much for keeping my channel alive. You mean everything to me. Thank you so much to my wonderful patrons, Kat Bra, Magdalena Wurska, Cami, and Ellie. Thank you for believing in me. If anyone's interested in being my patron, there's a link below. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Okay, love you, bye!